Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, my fellow Diecaster Blasters. We are in for another 4 more cars onto the 164 scale quarter-mile drag strip. So, of course, these vehicles have already done the short-form drag strip. That's the entry point that all cars go through first. So what do we have on tap for today? Well, actually, before we show you what we have on tap for today, please subscribe. We have some giveaways that are going to be going out the door already. We had somebody who won the Batmobile Silver Series I mentioned in the previous video, the box set. I'll be getting that out here very soon. We've got and the folks, 2 other folks who won the 2 Easter eggs. We got more giveaways as the channel grows, but right now the next possible giveaway when we hit 70 subscribers, I'm going to give away 2 of these. These are the 70 Hemis. These are the Challengers. Yes, the Dodge Challengers, right, in blister pack. I've got another one that is sitting in the queue to be used for the testing, but I have 2 extras, so I'm going to be doing giveaways to 2 different folks when we hit 70 subscribers. We're about there, so just a little bit more, so please subscribe and like. All right, enough about that. Enough of me trying to shamelessly purchase your attention. Here we go. So first up is going to be the 1970 Chevy Chevelle. This is from the Faster Than Ever line. So we will see how it does on this on the long track. Yeah, it didn't do as well as I was hoping it was going to do on the short form drag strip. It didn't end up in the top 10, but we'll see how it does. We'll see if it can make its way onto there. So we've had we've had a couple little changes here and there as we continue to run these cars through. Again, we have a composite score that is combining short form drag strip with the quarter mile, the 164 scale quarter mile drag strip, and then eventually the third track will be, I've talked about the distance track, which will account for how well the cars are able to manage whatever their energy based on the track that's going to be set up. Ooh, excuse me. All right, so number 2 is my buddy Jake's. Well, we'll call him Jake. That is one of his game names. The Datsun 240Z from the Then and Now line, Hot Wheels. So these are so far 2 plastic tires. Then we have next up, you love it, you love it. This is the Barbie Dream Camper. I did a video. This one was in the video where I dedicated to my grandniece, and she loved it. And I can't wait. Hopefully, she'll see this video as well. If you do, I'm giving you a shout out. Right. So then the last one up for this run will be the 1966 TV series Batmobile. This one is from well, this is going to be from just like the TV series set standard. It's like this, I'm not sure what to call this color. I'm doing like a reddish burgundy, but this one is also plastic wheels. It did pretty well on the, actually, I think it did okay on the short form drag strip. If I remember correctly, I think it came in 4th of when I ran the 4 together. So in that set, we ran the Silver Series, the Faster Than Ever, and then 2 line. This is the one of the line Batmobiles. So we're gonna see how it does today on the regular drag strip. So let's say, what do you say? Let's get to it. Bring your umbrellas, bring your baseball hats, your regular hats. Well, it's actually at night. We're going to do a nighttime run right now, so I guess you don't have to worry about the sun. So grab something tasty, meet me on over at the track. It's over that way. Everybody's got front row seats. Let's go. All right, we got the 1970 Chevy Chevelle seated, ready at the starting gate for its first run of the 164 scale quarter mile drag strip. Let's see if this Faster Than Ever is faster than ever. Woo! Okay. Oh, only 5.86. It's not as fast as I thought it was going to be. That's miles per hour. All right, we're gonna just got 2 more chances. Heat number 2 for the Chevy Chevelle, 1970 Chevy Chevelle, Faster Than Ever. Wow. Okay, it's getting slower. 4.68 miles an hour. Heat 3 for the Chevy Chevelle. Let's see if it picks up any speed. And pulled it back a little bit, 5.55 miles per hour. I don't think that's going to be, it's not going to make it in the top 10, I don't think, but we'll see what happens after we plug all the numbers in. All right, up next, the Datsun 240Z, one of my very good friend's favorite cars. He had this when he was young, had one. It might have been his first car, or at least early on. He said it was the favorite car he ever owned. Let's see how she does on the 164 scale quarter-mile drag strip. All right, 5.92. These cars need to be getting up to that 6-7 miles an hour if they're going to be contenders. See how she does with lap 2. All right, no frills here in the lab because we're about results, not about aesthetics. So, geometry's right, everything's set. Let's see how this Datsun 240Z does for Heat 2. All right, picked up a little bit of speed, 6.17 miles an hour. All right, lap 3, final lap for the 240Z. All right, 6.02. All right, time to move on to the Barbie Dream Camper. The Barbie Dream Camper set into the starting gate for our first run of 3 on the 164 scale quarter-mile drag strip. Let's see how she does. The ramp doesn't care about celebrity status. Woo, or color. Low. That was kind of hauling. 6.49 miles an hour. Woo, she came to play. Lap 2 for the Barbie Dream Camper. Whew, that thing is hauling. 6.35 miles an hour. Run 3 for the Barbie Dream Camper. She's moving pretty good. Whew, 6.48, pretty consistent run. And again, all 4 cars today are from Hot Wheels brand. Okay, line level, 1966 Batmobile. Once again, I've said it in many videos. I'll say it again. My favorite car ever, the 1966 Batmobile from the great TV show. All right, we're going to see how lap 1 goes. 1 of 3. Okay. 6.93. That's moving. If it gets up over 7, it could end up in the top 10 here with plastic wheels. We'll see though. 2 more runs. Lap 2 for the dynamic duo. Whoo! 6.35. All right. Doing its thing. Last run of the 4-car series. 1966 Batmobile from the TV show from the 60s. Ooh, 5.71, got slower each time. All right, time to plug in the rest of the info. I'll be back with the averages and the scale speeds. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity, mass meet friction. The ramps continue to decide the results. We just wrapped up 4 more vehicles on the 164 scale quarter-mile drag strip, as hopefully you just watched. Hopefully you're subscribed. Hopefully you like the videos. And hopefully you'll chime in with other things you want to see, maybe moved up to the front, vehicles, combos, themes, brands, all the things. Got more stuff coming into the lab to test. Got a big queue I'm trying to get through. So we're trying to, increase the number of cars that we're going through, and we're speeding up the pace a little bit so we can get through them. Anyway, we've got the Chevelle, 70 Chevelle, ran first, as you saw. The average result of the 3 laps was 5.36 with about 7 threes uh, miles per hour with a scale speed of 343.253333 miles per hour. Woo! All right, the Datsun 240Z. All right, my buddy Jake's favorite car. This thing came in with an average speed of 6.0366666667. There should be 7 6 6 6s there and a 7 with a scale speed of 386.36 386.34 All right, there we go. Now for everyone's favorite, especially my niece, the Barbie camper, which has the really awesome, am I going to do this now? I don't know if I'm even going to try to figure this out now. Yeah, here we go. If I get my stuff in there, there we go. The Barbie camper with a little fold out like table stove kind of thing. Very cute. Anyway, for my great niece, this came in at 6.44 miles per hour. This was surprisingly the fastest of the night of these 4 cars. We did a night run for the drag strip tonight with a scale speed of 412.16 miles per hour. So the thing was hauling. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's going to end up in the top 10 because I don't have the numbers memorized. Once I plug the rest of the info into the database, we'll find out. And the information, the rankings using the composite score will be in the details of the post. Okay. Then the last vehicle we had, which was the TV series, the 1966 TV series. This is just kind of like a line level Batmobile. Came in at the second fastest for the night of the 4, 6.33 miles per hour of a scale speed with a scale speed of 405.12 miles per hour. Again, I don't know that that's going to be fast enough to break into the top 10. These were all plastic. They're in the plastic wheel categories. We do have some pretty fast plastic wheeled vehicles that are already in the top 10. So when we look at the composite score, right, which is the combination of the short form drag strip, the 164 scale quarter mile drag strip, and then eventually the distance track. That's when we're going to have our final, top 10s. But until then, it's going to ebb and flow as we get through these cars. So that's about it. The results are in for these 4. Hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I am going to once again show, we've done these on the lighted spinning pedestal when they had their own videos. So I'm going to do the usual. I'm going to do the picture of them so you can see them all together at the end. For anybody who's interested, it'll also most likely be the thumbprint, I'm sure, when I post it. So that's it. Again, we were at 68 subscribers last time I saw. At 70, we're going to be giving away, I'm going to give away 2 of these, 1 to 2 lucky winners when we hit that. And again, shamelessly giving items away left to right. I got a lot of things as the channel grows, I've mentioned before. If you haven't seen some of these other videos and you're interested in seeing how these vehicles did, you can take a look at the line where we've got quite a few now in the hopper there, in the queue, or not in the queue, in the can, I guess is it called. And then you can check those out if you're interested. Okay, so that's it. We're wrapping it up. Until next time, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate the folks who also build these, craft these, design these cars, these amazing, fun pieces of both history and art and automotive genius in many cases. Okay, so with that, I bid you all peace and cheers.